I want you to die is the first comment I saw there from Susie Rat. Thank you, Susie Rat. Hello, everyone. Okay, let me tweet this show. Shout out to the people who I've just harassed on Tumblr. All the people that have just seen this appear on their YouTube subscription box. I know it's weird. I'm sorry. I promise I'll stop soon. Okay, what should I write? Well, this, I guess, is a live show in which I tell you the shocking truth behind what I've just had to do on my YouTube channel. So I'll start with the red circle emoji, because that's incredibly important. How would anyone know that I'm live if I don't use the red circle emoji that looks like... Do you ever use that on the actual keyboard? Like you go to edit and then go to emoji and symbols and then you type it? Oh, it's like so good sometimes. I am live on camera, dash, and then I'm going to type at younow.com/Daniel Howell. Right, what can I say that will convince people to come? Okay, come get the scoop on all these... I'm so stupid. Real stories and facts. These are all capitalized, by the way. From my life. That just seems inappropriate now. I don't have a life. Okay, there we go. JK. Lol. I don't have one. Oh my god, that's character limit. That is a work of art. I did that. Oh, how sad. I don't know if you guys have Twitter, if all of you have Twitter, but when you accidentally get like full character limit, you're just like, yes. So, as everyone comes in from Twitter, hi, welcome to the Dan Live Show. Didn't do one last week, so we have like an insane amount of banter and catching up to get through. And in case you haven't seen, if you go to my Twitter, something that has happened, which I have to explain to you guys, but in a way that's not going to get me in trouble somehow, is that I have indeed privated my Tinder video. Yes, it turns out that whilst I thought, when I made it, that everything was fine, apparently someone that I spoke to in the video did not want to be in the video, and Tinder decided it should not be there, out of respect for the person, which is totally fair enough. So, you know, I thought it was fine and it wasn't, and there we go. I have to private the video. So I'd like to start this session with a moment of silence for would you date the real Dan? Okay, everybody just take a moment to think. Okay, here we go. 3. Fine, though. It was a moment. It's a moment of silence. It's not like 10 awkward minutes of silence. There's no need to like make this completely sorrowful. But yeah, it turns out one of the people I spoke to obviously did not appreciate my unique pickup lines. And that's fair enough, to be honest. There we go. That's what happens when you involve other people in your YouTube videos. Rest in peace, truly. So, how are you? My cat has injured me. Cats are definitely evil. So that's that. A helicopter flying across the screen on You Now. It's been a crazy week. I guess the other most important thing that's happened... Do I need tea for this chat? You can if you want. I mean, sipping from the Colin mug. Dan is spilling all of the secret beans about... You look older than normal, do I? Why is that? I'm scared. Look, right, these live shows, I have been like trying to work out what the best background is, because I've literally, you know, we did one on the bed and it was like a complete flop because it was pitch black. I've been walking all around the house today trying to find backgrounds to do live shows, and then I just figured this little corner is the best place to do it, but it just, I don't know, there's something about those DVDs, they're just not that interesting. I might take them off and like put a succulent and some stuff there. Talk about that week in March. What was that? Did I say, when was that? After we moved, before Australia. Let me get back to you on that in another 2 months. Dan, what's your opinion on Michael Jackson's last album? That's extremely random. What was Michael Jackson's last album? I think it was probably a compilation, in which case if it was a Michael Jackson best of, it was probably amazing. There we go. Is that a good thing there? Dan, you did a Make-A-Wish. What was that about? Yeah, I did. If you don't know, this is important and worth listening to. There's an amazing charity called the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And for young people who have medical problems that reduce their quality of life compared to the average person, if they apply to this charity, it grants a wish, which could be anything that you want, really. It's just what's one thing that you'd like. And one of the most lovely and humbling things in the entire world is that some people out there actually say, I want to hang out with Dan and Phil. And we have done these a few times before. We've had afternoon tea, fed meerkats. That was pretty amazing. And the other week, we went with a girl called Nicole to basically play Mario Kart. And that was hilarious. She had 5 brothers and sisters, and they were all crazy. And we played Mario Kart. And Nicole beat me and Phil several times. So there we go. Dan is never doing anything for charity ever again. Forget that foundation interacting with fans on any level. It's now been cancelled because I repeatedly got beaten at Mario Kart. And the only thing she really cared about was making me go to see Hamilton. So don't worry, I'm going to do that. But yeah, thought I'd post a photo. As you all say, Dan, there's been so many videos. Yeah, there was a Tom who saw the sketch with the Tom scar, First Contact. Yes, much more tea to be sipped with that. Tom is so funny with his last week videos. He just tells you everything and probably gets in so much trouble. That was good, wasn't it? Tom hit me up and was like, Dan, I'm doing a sketch and it's set in a house party. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to be real with you, Thomas. If you want me to be in a comedy sketch, if there's like a list of relevant places, a house party is not really an environment that seems most natural for me. I just don't think that's very realistic. But he said, no, all you have to do is stand in a corner antisocially, watch me get rejected by somebody that I tried to flirt with, and then at the end put a box on your head that says, don't talk to me. Now, see, that is accurate. That is right there. Dan, RIP the video. I know. I should have done like a more... Look, I've got a pair of sunglasses here. Look at these sunglasses. Aren't these the weirdest sunglasses? Look, that's the reflection right there. Can you see? Oh, yeah. Hello. How you doing? That's you in the chat right there. Welcome to Danny's Drama Den. Dan, you look like Hellboy. Who's that actor? I'm so bad. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy as well. I know what you mean with these. Yeah. Bought these in like 2014. Thought they were cool. Are they cool? I think they're kind of cool. I think they're maybe trying to look a bit too cool, and that's the problem here. They're like okay. And like if you didn't like draw attention to them, but they're just a bit like, alright, buying the weird sunglasses. Stop trying so hard. Don't wear. They look steampunk. They do, don't they? A lot of straight up nose in the shot. They aren't cool, said Anna. Okay, I'm gonna put those down. Danny's Drama Den is cancelled. Turns out some people on the internet don't appreciate the flirting and wasn't following the rules in the way that he thought he was. Whoops. The only thing that is a myth about that, because, you know, the video, it got like 2 million views. I had to take it down. Oh well, lots of people saw it. Lots of you enjoyed it. That's good. The issue for me is that because I upload so infrequently, it now looks that an even more large gaping hole than usual is on my channel. Like, wow, what happened for this particular month? It's like, no, there was a video there once. But to be honest, anyone that's been subscribed to me for like longer than 2 weeks will probably be like, yep, that's usual. Just absolutely nothing to question. Dan, I love your curly hairstyle. I literally got rained on today, which is why I'm... Look at that. Look at those waves. My God, I'm out of control. The frizz. Somebody get me some spray to control this mess. Please follow me on Tumblr. Okay, I'll do a couple of those after this, if you want to tweet them at me. I got a bracelet with your name to be strong. Oh, okay, that's so nice. Because I'm so weak, that it says something true and metaphorical. With your own strength, it becomes something impressive. How was it being tour guides? Yeah, Lily, we had our friends Duncan and Mime, who are Japanese, come to London. And I don't know if you ever have this, but if a friend or a family member or someone else ever comes to visit you, you have to like show off where you're from. And it's like, I don't go outside. You expect me to be a good tour guide? Like, excuse me here. I mean, I don't know. So it's challenging. But after flopping many times, I figured, you know what would be good? Afternoon tea, super British, stereotypical, and then walk across the Thames. Because London, a lot of people, I don't know about you right now, but if you imagine London, what do you picture? Are you picturing like Sherlock, like beautiful old buildings, cobbled streets, little black lampposts that probably used to have gaslight in them? That's like 5% of London. The rest of London is like dying rats and pigeon crap and big concrete buildings. So most of the people I know that have come to London have been like, wow, all my dreams are dead. It's so ugly. But there's a bit of London across the River Thames where if you get off near the Shard, which is the tallest building in London, you can walk past all of the landmarks up to Big Ben. So you go past St. Paul's Cathedral, you go past Borough Market, you see MI5, you go past the South Bank Centre, the Taylor, and it's like all the prettiest parts of the London Eye, and then you get to Big Ben, and it's like, did it. But I walked 13,000 steps, and I don't do that, so I'm just like still recovering from that physically. But yeah, you should all do it. If you ever have to like tour guide someone like around an area, plan something that you literally always do. The new Tom Scar sketch was so funny. Thank you, Jess. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I really just played myself. No one ever actually wants me to act in sketches because they'd rather just have Dan playing Dan, which I guess if you're putting Dan Is Not on Fire in a sketch on YouTube, it's kind of obvious why you'd want me to just be myself as opposed to like a plumber. But yeah, I mean, not hard for me to stand there and play myself stood in a corner at a party. I too would have made out with the alien, but I wasn't given a chance. And that's that. You gave social tips. I gave like some facts. I was like, did you know this is the Women of World War II statue? This is what the women of Britain did in World War II. Going through a financial statement for an internship, send help. Look, a lot of people do unpaid internships, including me. I did an unpaid intern flip at a law firm for a month, unpaid. So that was great. Made a video out of it, obviously. Danielle is not on fire. Never let me forget it. Never let me forget it. Dan, I just started free. It's ruined my life. Have fun with the naked anime guys. You look cute today, do I? It's good to know that even at my drowniest, rattiest form, I'm still kind of acceptable, I guess. Dan, was last week stressful for you because of socialness? It was. I don't know what a challenging week is for you, but as like a paranoid, stressed introvert, a hard week for me is one where I've had lots of plans made. So it was Phil's mum's birthday, and because Phil and his brother Martin live here in London, they came to visit, and they were staying with Phil's brother for like 3 days. So they came over, and I don't know, like a lot of you right now, if you don't live by yourself, if you're like in college or if you're still at school and you're like, I can't wait to one day live in my own apartment. There's like two kinds of cleaning the apartment. There's like, oh wow, I can visibly see the filth that has amassed. I guess I'm going to attempt to clean the apartment. And then there's the next level, which is you have a family member, or even worse, someone you know's family coming to visit your house. When Phil got told that his mum wanted to visit the apartment, it was like cleaning apocalypse. Because you just know that a mother, you think you've done a good job, she's going to like stick like a hand in an impossible way in the kitchen and be like, dust detected. So that was intense. A lot of cleaning, a lot of talking. But then there's the opportunity, and I'm sure you guys relate to this. If you ever go around a friend's house and you're hanging out with their parents, you're always on your best behavior. I mean, I'm sure we all have friends where you know the parents so well that you're just as rude to them as you are to your friend, yourself, and everyone you know. But for sometimes you're like, I must be on my best behavior around my friends' parents. And it's almost actually fun to be ridiculously polite to the point where you're all having dinner together and it's like, hello there, Mr. Lester. Would you like me to pass the butter? And they're like, wow, your friend has such good manners. Why can't you be more like your friend? And that's, honestly, that's the best thing. So I'm sure we all have, friend parents that were like, sup, brah, pass the milk. But to some, it's just like such an amazing opportunity to really make your friend suffer by being perfect. Because obviously, like, you act really impossibly perfect, and then you give them a glance that's like, there's just true evil. It's literally just true evil right there. But for the actual birthday, we went to go see Wicked. Phil was just going to go, and I was like, I haven't seen Wicked! So obviously I invited myself, and it was amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen the musical Wicked. I imagine many of you have listened to the songs or know of it in some form, but it's amazing. I was worried that it would be like a bit too cheesy and lame and cringe, and obviously like it is quite cheesy in a musical theatre way, but it's actually really funny. And oh my god, like, so I don't care about The Wizard of Oz, and I didn't know much about it, so I was like, why, okay, I'll go watch it, but I'm not expecting to have my mind blown. But basically, the story is just a really great story. I feel like Frozen, I don't know about this, I feel like Frozen really heavily copied the story of Wicked. Like, Frozen is just kind of like a bad Wicked. It's not bad, it's just kind of like simple. They took everything about The Wizard of Oz and like gave it an explanation that was funny. But the best thing about it is the music is amazing, but the freaking performers are incredible. Like the songs in Wicked, it's not just like, I am a musical singer and I'm singing, and it's like I have never heard singing that impressive in my entire life. Ever. And apparently in London, we just 7 days ago got a new cast. So like, imagine this. Imagine you are performing in a show on Broadway and you do it twice a day, every day for 3 years. Eventually, you maybe stop trying a bit, or it's just less exciting. So you're still performing really well, but you're not, you don't feel it. You get a standing ovation and you're like, yeah, Tuesday, what's for lunch? But because this new cast, they'd only been doing it for 7 days, they had that fear in their eyes, which was, I really have to try hard because critics and musical theatre snobs that have come here to compare me to everyone else are judging me right now. And when they got a standing ovation at the end, they cared. You could see the, thingy in their eyes, and it was great. So, I love that. Wicked. Thumbs up from Danny. What's your opinion of Marilyn Manson? I like Marilyn Manson. I mean, when I was like a 12, edgy, 25 me teenager, I was like, I like Marilyn Manson, not Jesus. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I liked the like, there was a time when I was like so scared of Marilyn Manson. I don't know, like, tell me right now, any of you, if you like just look at pictures of Marilyn Manson or Slipknot or Dimmu Borgir, do you get, like, guilt that you're going to hell because you're... Because when I was, like, 12 and I was on MySpace, there's a classical, orchestral, death, black, I don't know the specific genre, sorry, metal band called Dimmu Borgir, who are amazing. Hell isn't real, so no. Yeah, but I was 12, and I wasn't, like, a smart 12-year-old. I was, like, a scared, very below-average 12-year-old. Anyway, Dimmu Borgir, such fun music, honestly, amazing. But I used to, like, go onto their MySpace and there'd be, like, a gif of a goat rotating, and I'd be like, I'm doing something bad by looking at this. That was me with Tyler, the Creator, 2 years ago. Wow, look at his black contact lenses. He's so evil. No, Tyler, the Creator isn't evil. He's actually a sweet little puppy. I am a rotating goat. Tag yourself. I am a rotating goat. But you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, I like Marilyn Manson. Going back to that. That was the whole thing. Dan, how was your day? From Typos Piola. What up? It was fun. I've started playing a new game. I'm not going to tell you what game because I don't want anyone to spoil me and I'm heavily invested in the story. But after last week, I'm just so, as an introvert, like, I really need to be by myself, and because I'm just shook. So I'm having fun just living in a role-playing fantasy universe by now. I guess I'll do a Dan Is Not on Fire video, like, next week or something. I guess I've got one to replace now. Put the glasses back on. No, I actually just do need a sip. It's such a strange photo of the family dog. I guess you can see that it's cute. Look at Colin, just jumping through a pud. It's a good action shot, I guess. It's the first stream of yours that I've joined. Hi, Bella. Thanks for watching Game of Thrones. Yes, obviously not going to talk about Game of Thrones because that's a spoilerino. But I have watched it. And oh my god, it was incredible. Probably the best episode this season. Jesus, it was amazing. That dog in the photo is like a cryptid. It's just a superpowered being, to be honest. Say hi to Chrissy, Avery, and Elia. Thanks for watching, and shout out the fans. Okay. Who is up there being supportive today live as this stream happened? I Stuck in Dreamland, Ali F, Rainy Bella, Sammy Wins, GGV, Dan I Love You, which I almost read as EU, 420, Jotalina, Addy, and Lily Fan Stuff. Hi. How was your monitor? Oh shoot. I had like a disaster. You know when you like nearly destroy a piece of technology and you get that sinking feeling and you really think you've destroyed the entire universe? That happened to me in a big way. Okay, this is gonna be a terrible idea. See that coaster right there? Imagine I have like a full pint of water. I was just sitting here and I went boop like that and I literally knocked an entire pint of water there. Now, I don't know if you can see that. There's a lot of like plugs and shit down there. So I was starting like 10 out of 10 freaking out because it was so bad. I immediately turned it off at the wall, unplugged everything, turned it upside down. I picked up the computer and I balanced it between the desk and the piano upside down for here. And for 2 days, I just like left it there upside down. So it didn't go on the internet the whole weekend because the Wi-Fi was turned off and the computer was turned off. That was fun. My God, that was so terrifying. So now, I mean, I don't know why that's over there, because Mr. Coaster stays on the right side of the desk now, where nothing's gonna spill. Watch in a heartbeat! Registered. I haven't watched it yet. I will. I'm sure it will be very emotional and probably make me cry 10 times, because as we all know, nothing F's with your heart like short films that are animated with cute characters. They just make you emotional. It doesn't matter whether it is something that you can relate to on a human emotional level, or if it's just like a seagull or something. You know, like every Pixar movie has one of those animated shorts before it. It's like, has any one of those ever not made you cry? I don't think so. I think it's just, if any animated short film exists that's like under 10 minutes, it can just murder you. I think that it just happens. It's like that. I like your shirt, Dad. Thanks. This is lethal, this shirt. Like, the other day, I was having some raspberries and I got a bit carried away. I don't know how it happened. Just got carried away. I was like shoving them in my mouth at an impressive speed. And then I looked down and there was like intense raspberry bright pink splat like right there. And I was like, shoot. So I go over to the sink, start dabbing, and it's like nothing starts, for God's sake. When I tweeted about that thing, I was like, I spent 5 minutes furiously dabbing, and obviously I meant there was water spilt on the computer. I got a towel, and I was dabbing the liquid. Not everyone was joking. So many people literally didn't understand that I meant dabbing the moisture with a towel. Like, literally, I'd say half of the people that replied me on Twitter right after that moment when I said I spilled water on my computer were like, why were you dabbing? And I was like, dabbing the moisture! So there we go. The world is destroyed. You are just disaster after disaster, aren't you? Yes. Dab on the haters. I hate myself. Woo! Say hi to Panicked Blurs and Less Tears. Hi, guys. KD420 just became #1. And then Maddie, Jesus Christ. It's Game of Thrones up there in the fan section. Dan, tell us more disasters so I can feel better about how functional I am. Okay, let's see. Spilt water. Okay, you know what's interesting? Shut up. Isn't this the most spherical orange you've ever seen? That's so... Look at it. Look at it. Oh my... Is this even an orange? I don't know what this is. What if it's not a Satsuma and it's not an orange? What is it? What is it? Because this ain't a Satsuma, but oranges are... So is it like a tiny orange? What is the difference between a Mandarin, a Satsuma, a Tangerine, and a Clementine? Dan has an alien egg. There, look at the chat. Clementine, Tangerine, Mandarin, you don't know. Neither do I, grapefruit. Shout out to Constantino, who said no difference. Evelina, an orange is not a Satsuma, it's a pineapple. Okay, I'm glad I asked you. Speaking of perfectly spherical, that doesn't make any sense. Dream Daddy. We did it. We gave the people what they wanted. Dan and Phil, on our gaming channel, Dan and Phil Games, we played the dad dating simulator, Dream Daddy, much requested. For a week, we were like, do people want it that much? We don't know. Oh, we'll see. And then we uploaded the very wholesome anime-style Layton video, which a lot of people loved. There was like some Layton fandom crossover there. And people were like, and my God. So if you don't know, two YouTubers called the Game Grumps, I don't know that much about it, sorry, don't be ignorant, made a dating simulator game, which is a thing in Japan. So a lot, well, it came from it. A lot of people like to parody it by, you know, like Yandere Simulator and Hatterful Boyfriend and various things. It's like a format that's parodied. So people saw Dream Daddy and they were like, all right, so this is going to be like a silly comedy dating game where you're a dad and you date some other dads. And it kind of, you know, it kind of is a parody, comedy, dating game. But the thing that shocked me about it is, despite being a silly, just comedy game, it's actually got a really genuinely sweet story and like a heart to it. And then also the art in the game is amazing. All of the characters are just incredible and the backgrounds are beautiful. It's just a really beautiful game. So it's like a silly comedy parody game, but it's also kind of real. And as you can guess, like some people on Tumblr, they're like, this is important. And to be honest, in the world of all these other simulators, why should a dad dating simulator be anything not normal? There's dads out there, they date other dads, and it's a perfectly real thing. Why not represent them with a pastel utopia? But it's funny, everyone has opinions, because there's all these different characters that you can choose whether to date or not, and oh my God, looking at the comments, people are like so invested, they have opinions, it's so bad. Inevitably, we're going to offend someone. Like, if someone, this is just like a game, but if, like, someone's got a favourite character and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about dating that character, that person will, like, unsubscribe from the chat, it's serious. So I'm just going to apologise in advance for anything offensive to your personal opinions that might happen when we play Dream Daddy. But we can confirm we have filmed another Dream Daddy video, so that'll be coming soon. And if you haven't watched it, you need to get on it, because it's like the thing on the internet that everyone's been talking about for like this last month, so go. And yeah, I'm sorry that we called it Dildy Less Towel. It suddenly occurred to me that if we made a character that was a combination of ourselves, which is Dill, but then it was like Dream Daddy, so we called him Dildy, which Phil didn't question. Just gonna put that out there, I don't know what's wrong with him. We could have just called him Dilf. We could have just called him Dilf. That's the whole point of the game. We could have just called him Dilf. But maybe that would be a bit too crude. Don't know. But as everyone in the chat's saying right now, before that, the next video Dan or Phil will probably upload is a Sims video. And this isn't just any Sims video. If you've been keeping up with the story of our Sims series, you'll know it's been dramatic. If you haven't, then like, you know, it's some of the most compelling drama happening in media right now. You need to catch up with our Sims series on Daniel Games. But we've recently got a new addition to the family, a baby, and it's quite clear that when we need a science room, there's all this clutter, there's loads of stuff. We have like a terrible weird garden that doesn't make any sense. We needed to do a bit of renovation. So this next episode of The Sims, we completely remake the entire house. And my God, with our budget, we managed to do everything we've dreamed of. And it's crazy. You might not think that this is something that you're into, but trust me, it is, okay? It will be. You might think, do I want to watch someone else build a house for 20 minutes? You do. It's like crack. It's the best shit ever. So look forward to that in the next couple days. Is the owl slide okay? I'll guess you'll see. Is the owl slide going? Is it increasing? Is it turning into a triangle? God knows. But yeah. Whew! That's coming. Dan, have you been working out how to do the live streaming? Yeah, turns out that like using OBS to live stream gaming is complicated, but we've been like training ourselves. So maybe at some point soon, this month perhaps, who knows? We'll let you guys know. How have you been? I've been good. So yeah, God, I was like Phil's parents for like 3 days in a row, and then like Japanese friends coming round, and then I had to go have breakfast with another friend who spontaneously contacted me, and then I had to go do loads of work over the weekend, and I was just like, leave me alone! So like, I'm good. I just really want to like close all the curtains, not interact with another person for a very, very, very long time. Definitely. I hope you can relate to me for that. What games will you be streaming? Fun ones, live ones. I don't want to tell you, because that's a spoiler. I thought your hashtag said tea time with daddy. It might as well be. Welcome. Who's uncomfortable? I just made myself comfortable. There we go. That was quite a thing. The old lady Twitter photo. Yes, Johnny. I don't know if you saw... basically, the whole point of this is follow Dan on Twitter. But one of you guys, was just like at a house, was looking at old photos on the wall. I'm going to load this up, because this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's just like so freaking weird. They were just looking at photos of distant relatives from like the 1800s on their channel, and someone found this. Look at that. If you can't see, like, let me just try and... That's me. That is me. Look, someone has a distant relative. She looked amazing with a frilly shirt. That's my face. That is my face right there. What the hell? What? That is my... That look at that. That is the most like me thing I have ever seen in my entire life. That is, there's someone, they didn't Photoshop it. I have no explanation. So I've been outed as the Doctor. There we go. Spoilers. I am a time-traveling, gender role defying fashion icon that will appear in your house when you least expect it. There's like 7 lookalikes in the world. The rest of yours are gay porn stars. Yeah, I remember those posts on Tumblr. Woo, your grandma was adopted. Maybe that was my great-grandma. Oh my God. There we go. Fresh Dan conspiracy for you all there. But really. My God. Dan, I'm going to Japan on Friday. I hope you have a great time. It's really fun. Oh my God, right. I saw this comment. Left me shook. Okay. Usually the comments under my videos, once you get past like the memes, are like relevant, interesting discussions and stuff. I'm quite proud of my comments in videos where I ask questions, mainly, because then there's people leaving relevant comments. But there was this whole like argument, this discourse that erupted in the comment section where someone was like, Dan's white eyeliner game is on point. And someone was like, what? And they were like, Dan doesn't want to show it for reasons I understand, but he's obviously wearing white eyeliner. And not only is his application of it quite good, but, you know, I'm proud of him and I think it looks good. And then this whole thing where there was like, Dan, what? No, obviously he isn't. They were like, he is. And people were like, he probably does. And then there's literally, it was like, you know, when you click on a YouTube comment and it's like, would you like to open the next 218 replies? And I was like, okay, I don't know what white eyeliner is, okay? I am sorry, I have nothing against makeup, okay? If I'm going to some video or photo shoot and they've got the foundation, whatever it is, slap it on my face, cover up those disgusting pores, whack it up. I have no problem with eyeliner. You know, I'm not trying to go for that 2005 It Is Eyeliner That's White. Thanks, everybody. I don't know why you wear it. So that it's legit just eyeliner that is white. Why do you wear it? Is it just to make your eyes look refreshing or something? I'm so ignorant. I feel like there's like a world of upgrades available that I'm just complete. It makes your eyes look bigger. Wow. Maybe I'll buy some and do it. Who knows? Thanks for teaching me the magic of why it makes you look more awake. I need that, to be honest, most of the time. Let's be true. I'm at school, Rip, said Charlie. Everything's fine. Charlie's watching me at school. You're learning good. Say hi to Jasmine's dog, Charlie. What up? Oh my god, was the Charlie that's at school Jasmine's dog? Is there a dog watching? Is there a dog school? Dogs go to school. Where in the world do dogs go to school? The dog's learning, the dog's educating, and they're going to take over the world. I'm ready for that. Have you played Persona 5? No, I haven't, but all my friends have recommended it, and it's got like 1 billion on Metacritic, so I might one day probably. There's so many RPGs to play. I want to play Nier after this. How was your PC? It dried. I haven't turned it on yet, but it's probably fine. Dunno. Drip thing. I'm worried about school. Don't be worried about school. When do you all go back? I don't care what kind of school it is. Kindergarten, junior, middle, high, secondary, primary, college, university, PhD. Do you ever get a break if you're doing a PhD, or do you just spend the rest of your days rocking backwards and forwards thinking about your professor? Next week, said Dyer. Rip, in 2 weeks, September. Wow. So shout out to all the people who go back in the next 2 weeks. You'll be fine. My dog Bindi says hi. A dog shout out. That's the best thing ever. Thank you very much. When did you last cook a Sunday roast? When did I last cook a Sunday roast, said Donna? I helped a friend by passing them things in a kitchen about a month ago. Does that count? That counts. Do you have anything exciting planned? What, in life? Like 6 months' time? Don't know. Let me guess. Guild Wars expansion preview weekend this weekend. Okay, I guess that's exciting. Then a video. That's it. Yeah, I have so many plans. I'm popular. People are desperate to hang out with me. My calendar is scheduled months in advance from people wanting to socialize. Was it a bro brunch that you had on the weekend? It was a bro brunch. I actually had a bro brunch. But it wasn't about like holding a baby or anything. I missed that. Who jogs with baby? Is that safe for a baby? I honestly don't even know. Dan, why did you dab the other day? I didn't dab with that. I dabbed with a towel. God damn it. The world is destroyed. Everything is terrible. Honestly. What the heck? I've been in school nearly a month. Well, rip you, 2012 HNS. Don't know what to say there. Dan, do you have a secret Twitter? Do I have a secret Twitter? Yeah. No. I say this all the time, but I'll say it again. Why not? You're just gonna have to believe me. You're just gonna have to believe me. I don't have any secret Twitter or Facebook or Tumblr. The only websites I have accounts on are the ones linked in my video descriptions. So if you're talking to someone claiming to be me, and it's not linked in my video description, it's actually a 72-year-old man wearing a thong in a basement that wants to skin you, then wear your skin and dab wearing your skin and post Snapchat selfies with the dog face. And while he's dabbing, the tongue will come out of his mouth through the mouth of your skinned face. And that is why you shouldn't speak to people. Are you shaming? I'm not shaming. If you consent, actually, RV Brown, can't do that. As I've said before, case of two old people. One of them wanted to brand another one's buttocks because you're an old couple. You're in your 60s. You think like you can consent to branding someone's butt, but then the law was like, you know what? You can't. If you inflict GBH on someone, then even if there's consent, it's not okay because in terms of like society, don't encourage that kind of stuff. So shout out to the law for shaming us all when it comes to that. Dan, you scared my little brother. I'm just preparing him for the world, to be honest. This is actually an educational live stream. Dan, what are you balancing your laptop on right now? You don't want to know. This is not a sustainable solution. One day I will find it. The sustainable solution for how to do... What type of fanfic is that? It's not vor, is it? Because they're like inside you. Inflation. I don't know, man. There's a niche, but I'm sure it'll be on D. Dan, was I chatting to you on Agario? Yeah, I'm sure that was me. Talk about music. What music has there been recently? I don't know. I mean, the Tyler, the Creator album is amazing. It's my favorite Tyler, the Creator album so far. He's been with me for years now, and I think Flower Boy, it's the best one. The Arcade Fire album, a lot of people gave it like average reviews. So yeah, Tyler, the Creator, I love it. It's so good. I think it's Tyler's best album. It's great. Arcade Fire. Some people are like, "Wow, it's not that good." I like it. I don't know. Like, it's not. Everyone says that Funeral is their best album. I think that The Suburbs is the best Arcade Fire album. It's incredible. It's 10 out of 10. The Suburbs by Arcade Fire. But it's just good. I love everything now. It sounds like an ABBA song in like the best way. Rammstein. I went in like a Rammstein thing the other day. Boo Southern. I loved Rammstein when I was a teenager. One of my biggest wishes is to go to a Rammstein concert. And I want to go in like gelled up spiky hair, mascara, and just like full on BDSM gear. And then stand at the front and get showered in foam and sparks and stuff. Rammstein are so amazing. Oh, what's your favourite album of theirs? Liebe ist für alle da? I think so. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry, but that one, you know. Play something on the piano, please. I was almost tempted to hit the G there, but I won't do that. Dan, what about your piano teaching? I'm on it. I'm trying to find a piano teacher that will come to my house because I don't like going outside. Can you really learn piano when you have an electric piano, or should you go to someone that has a real piano? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, one day I'll pick back up the piano lessons. I promise. I'm working on it now. I'm speaking to someone tomorrow to try and do it. Last week, I was going to be like, I need to sort a bunch of things in my life out. Let's do it. And then it ended up being the Dan's got to deal with drama and social week. So that was fun. But, you know, the video had a good time. And now it's just gone to hide. It's gone to the puppy farm where it will play with all the other privated videos in the black hole. Dan, my cat loves you. Does it? Do I look like Katniss or Katniss Everdeen or something? Do you like Haim? Yeah, I like Haim. I like Haim's new album. I like the first one more, but I still liked it. Good vibes. Dan, when's new Sims? In the next 2 days, either tomorrow or the day after, there will be a new Sims, and it's extremely lit. And by that I mean the house has so many more lights in it now. Daniel, what kind of piano is it? A Yamaha Arius. I like it because you can plug headphones into it to not annoy people. Dan, house tour. No, I might move. I'm still not happy with the arrangement. One day. Did you light the house on fire? Not yet. Should I be ashamed for still being emo? No. Any book recommendations? I was going to show you that, but that would be making fun of my crazy uncle. Oh, so many YouTuber books. I'm such a nerd. What is wrong with me? The Story of Emoji. Who gave that to me? Oh my god, so much spam. What is my... Oh, but here you go. Dan's book recommendation is Delia Smith, The Biography. A banger, truly. Look at her. Icon of the times. On the book. Dan, are you getting a signed version of titles all the way down? I'd hope so. Have you had a nose job? Your nose looks different. No. Does it? Maybe I just bonked myself on the face. I do that quite a lot. I punch myself. Delia Smith isn't in your branding anymore. I'm sorry! A brief bit of Danny Snot on Fire just emerged when I least expected it. More like Dab Towel. You're going to make me just leave. Can I do your makeup? Sure, you're going to hit me with that white eyeliner or something. What's your next Dance Not on Fire going to be? It's going to be something unoffensive that's going to have no opinions and not involve any other people and will be fine. Is that possible? Nope. We'll see what happens. I want to dye my hair a funky colour. What's funky these days? Blonde. That's the only alternative now, being called counter-alternative. Joking. Pin-off 9, probably. In November, I guess. Don't rush me. I can't believe that it's August. What's happening with life? Oh my god. Your hair. Yeah, it's super messy today. Shout out to the person that had me with my terrible tan as their profile picture there. I really love being reminded of all of the things I regret. Dan, what happened with that carousel? Yeah, so when I was being tour guide with Phil for our Japan friends, we were walking along the river. There's a lovely place in London called the South Bank, and there's a fun fair there. And our Japanese friend like, let's go on the carousel, and I was like, nope. And then Phil was like, oh, come on, let's go on the carousel. And I was like, nope. And they were like, but come on, really? Go on the carousel. And I was like, nope, not my thing. And then Phil was like, you can't be the one person not on a carousel. And I was like, it's not fun. It's going to be weird. I'm going to look like a weirdo. I'm going to feel like a weirdo. I'm not going to have a nice time. Went on it. Worst experience of my entire life. Honestly, it was like, I was there for like 5 minutes. People were staring. I just looked so uncomfortable. You saw the video on my Instagram, right? Honestly, yeah. Is a carousel your aesthetic? Whatever the opposite of a carousel is probably my aesthetic. How did you fit on that damn thing? Right? Yikes. Yikes indeed. Oh, how did you get the confidence to even get up to do it? Peer pressure and a lack of self-confidence combined. It was less the confidence to do it. It was the lack of confidence to say no, I think. Which animal did you ride? An amazing looking horse. Beautiful, truly. Did you see Dunkirk? I've seen Dunkirk twice in the last fortnight. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to go see it. The new Christopher Nolan movie, Dunkirk. Go see it at an IMAX or the biggest cinema you can. Because not only is it just a good entertaining movie, but it's like an important true story of something that happened in history. A tale of human suffering and perseverance. And Harry was in it. Yeah, like, I was worried that Harry wouldn't be good and he'd be distracting. But Harry Styles in Dunkirk was really good. He was great. He had, like, the most lines in the whole film. But he was great. I'm up for seeing more Harry acting. Please. But yeah, Harry was good. The movie was good. It's not, like, super dramatic and emotional. It's very serious. But, like, it doesn't make you cry because it has loads of like dramatic theatrical characters giving long monologues about love and sadness and death and everyone's crying. It's just like a really intense, realistic depiction of this real thing that happened in World War II. And you end up just like crying, thinking about human kindness and bravery and stuff. And it's like, it's so good. So I really recommend you go see it. Even if you have no interest in cinema and you're just like Harry trash or something, it's worth it. It should please everybody, truly. But it's really good. Definitely. Why did you see it twice? Because the first time I didn't understand Basically, this is not a spoiler at all, but the film is like 3 time zones. It's like the story of what happens inside a plane and everything in the plane happens in an hour. The story of what happens on a boat and everything on the boat happens in a day. And the story of what happens on a beach and everything that happens on the beach happens over the course of a week. But they tie it all in across it. And at some point they all interact. But I was just really confused by that. So because I'm an idiot, I want to go watch it again. And because I'd like seen the story, I went back to just like appreciate it, and it was good. I just ate a whole jar of Nutella because why not? Sabrina, did you actually? You're my hero. Is that even possible? You slammed an entire jar of Nutella? Jeez, you've got your like stuff from the milk, Yeah, finished watching Code Gas. That was good. Very serious. Watching My Hero Academia now. Should be fun. Where are your earrings? Downstairs in a box. I'm at the dentist. Good luck. I don't like Nutella. That's valid. Lasmine. Do you like Dalian or Dab more? Making me choose between my virtual godchildren or whatever the hell they are. I'm staying with a friend's family. Help. Hallie, do as I did. Tend to be obnoxiously perfect to make your friend hate you. It's the way to do it. Go for it. Do you like Troy's hair? Yeah, I like Troy's hair. Icon, truly. Dan. So what you're saying is they won't Dan? Yep. Indeed. I'm new to the fandom. I love your vids. Thanks! There's so many of them. Do you like pineapple pizza? I actually do. It's not like something that I'd order, but I'm not like offended by it. I'm sorry if that would make you like unsubscribe or something. Fiend, do you ship D'Anthony? Did you mean to send that to me, Celeste? Do I ship Anthony? As if I'd be like, yeah. But thanks for watching. Dan, I need The Sims now. Get off. The Sims isn't ready yet. Editing still. But don't worry, there will be Sims. After I'll work on a din-off, which I'm still referring to as a din-off, next week. And it will be so inoffensive. There will be no problems with it. And I won't have to delete it. To be honest, I don't think that way. I just follow my heart, and then my heart betrays me because I'm an idiot and I don't think things through. Dan, do you like pickles? Okay, if we've gotten to the point in chat where people are asking me if I like pickles, it's just going to slope down into a hole and die. So before I go, before next week, is there anything else you want to say? I hope you've had fun. Your nose looks great today. Thanks. Oh my god. Do another internet support group. I will eventually, at some point. Who knows? Do you have a choking kink? Yep. Okay. It's not getting less. Yep. Your face looks okay today. Thanks. Slap me with your nose. Great. Cool. Tickle my pickle. I'm out. I'm out though. We did it. It was fun. It was nice to catch up with you. This was nice. Caught up on things. Everything was fine. No one mentioned the word pickle. It was good. Look forward to the Sims video. More Dream Daddy. Yup. Other ones. Yeah. Din-off video. That will be so peaceful and fine. Thanks for watching. I hope you've had a nice week. I appreciate you hanging out with me, spending the time to chat and be interested in me. I really appreciate it. I hope you're happy and good. Sip some actual tea, because staying hydrated is important. And warm drinks, they're good for your mental health. They're calming and relaxing. Do some deep breaths. Don't think about school in 2 weeks, if you got it, or whatever. If you're a PhD student, just don't think about life or anything like that. And yeah, until next time, goodbye, you big pickle jar.